I know, right?
Oh, shit.
I know what you're thinking. Where the fuck did this guy go? And if you're wandering off the face of the fucking earth, not so much in the eyes of physics or the law, but my iPhone, which is what I use to produce these fucking things, did. Since basically I'm being paid in salt to make these videos at this point, I do value production quality over all else. We go forwards, not backwards. And because much like a woman that's worth doing, if she's worth doing, then goddammit, she's worth doing well.
Phrasing, boom! Inappropriate.
Anyways, let's talk about it. Easily the best display of horror we've seen since, I want to say, the 2016 presidential election. Fans of the original don't really have to engross themselves in the nostalgia of this movie, unlike that fucking bastard 2016 lesbian Nazi reboot feminist bullshit that was Ghostbusters. Because, conveniently, or coincidentally, thankfully, it does create a nostalgia and mystique all of its own.
Get lost.
Sure, just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Oh, yeah. Whoop 'em good, Jack.
And also because mainly as beloved as the original is, let's be honest with ourselves, guys, the original is, of course, a made-for-TV movie, and no true Stephen King novel can be told in that kind of medium. Why? Because it's horseshit. But for the parts that they do the throwbacks for, it is, in fact, superior in almost every way. Like Georgie's death scene, for example. I don't know about you, but even without a child murdering clown on the poster, the only thing that's really going through my mind besides that creepy ass fucking piano intro at the beginning is when Georgie boy bashes his head off the fucking roadblocks. And besides my boy Sammy in Vegas, I've never seen another sober human being ever do that in public. So, which is clearly foreshadowing that Georgie boy is just, he's not meant for this world. I mean, we all knew it was coming, but fuck me. I mean, god damn, man. He bit into Georgie's fucking arm like it was a fucking Klondike bar. You ever bite into a Klondike bar? They're cold as shit. Stellar acting, which of course I never mentioned. I do love the losers version of this club. Yeah, I said that right. Basically outcasts of this school, and their dialogue is outstanding. Although, of course, being half man, half bourbon, I can't help but that maybe the dialogue would have been a little more updated, even though it clearly is, since this does take place in the 80s instead of modern day. I just think that it would have been even more realness, if that's a word. People say it enough, it is. Like when that redhead kid meets Minnie Porkins from Star Wars, and then she's like, hey, I'm Sally. And then he's like, hey, I'm hungry. Such a fucking asshole. I don't know. All I know is that whatever she wrote in his fucking yearbook, it couldn't have been something that just helped him out later on in life. Like, hey, maybe invest in Apple or eat a salad every once in a while, you carnivore. Although I do find it extra convenient, though, that Pennywise, the dancing clown, can only really pull this kind of bullshit in some backwards, suburban, whatever kind of town. Try that bullshit in a town with real fucking horror like Chicago or Oakland, then I tell you what, doesn't get out of that fucking grotto alive. They beat him to punk ass to death with his own stupid fucking clown shoes. Because the only thing those motherfuckers are really scared of is, of course, is the dreaded fear of all. Someone proving that they knocked up that hood rat on 85th Street and MLK. Or running out of cocaine. Whichever fear is greater. The fuck was I saying? Clowns have always creeped me the fuck out, and so Pennywise the dancing clown is, of course, no exception. His performance and lack of total respect for popping and locking is the ultimate culmination in my belief that if a clown had the absolute chance to murder you, he totally would. politics aside, I'll tell you what I find most interesting about this movie is because it's a part of a much grander scope that is the Stephen King multiverse. Because for all you Dark Tower fans, you gotta know that it exists outside of what the human mind perceives to be our actual universe. And I fucking love that idea of it all just being connected, even if it is like in a different universe, but still, how fucking cool is that? If only because the idea of Matthew McConaughey beating the shit out of this clown with his Oscar trophy fills me with nothing but absolute glee. But, you know, the good glee, not the piece of shit Fox glee. Ungees.
To that I say, all right.
This is clearly, without a doubt, the best horror movie that has been released to the mainstream in years. And if you're any fucking fan of the genre, go fucking watch it. But if you've seen Jigsaw before you have actually seen this semi-masterpiece of horror, then I think you know what you need to do.
Or go fuck yourself.
But that will in fact do it for tonight's episode, and I would like to thank my audience for your time, and more importantly, for your infinite fucking patience. And if I can still maintain it, there's a lot more coming. So much more. It's fucking nuts. I wasn't even gonna fucking do a fucking rant on this subject, but a long-time subscriber of mine insisted that I do so, and I'm nothing if not a give comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And as always, tune in next time to Drunk Masterpiece Theater.